What's up, guys? Nightingale here. Welcome back to another update notice video. Today we're going to be covering October 19th update. Let's see what Chroma Dominial has in store for us today. Oh, I'm sure it's going to be a doozy. Yeah. Alright, so guess what? We've got a new unit coming. He is a new 5-star hero, Kane. Ooh, alright, so we got a Fire Warrior Leo. Imagine that. Imagine that the next unit they release after releasing their new content would be a fire unit. Oh my gosh, guys. Wow, it's like this wasn't planned. Cool. Alright, so we're going to skip all that crap and just jump right down here to the beginning of his skill 3. So, Feast of Predation. So, again, we don't care about the before awakening. It's only after awakening. Alright, so acquire 50 fighting spirit. Attacks the enemy by unleashing their power. Grants increased greater attack for 2 turns. Damage dealt increased proportional to the number of debuffs inflicted on the target. Skill cooldown is the soul burn for 2 turns. Alright. So, Force Awakening is his passive. At the start of the first battle, gain 50 fighting spirit. Upon receiving lethal damage, grants immortality and vampirism for 1 turn. Resets cooldown of Feast of Predation. Can only be activated once every 9 turns after an ally attacks. If the target is inflicted with bleeds, gains 10 fighting spirit. After an ally attacks, when the fighting spirit is full, consumes all fighting spirit to make the caster enraged for 2 turns. Okay, that's a mouthful of mouthfulness. So, I'm to understand, we've got RB, but now not RB, but on... Okay, my brain hurts. So, when receiving lethal damage, you're going to grant immortality and vampirism for 1 turn. Cool. And it's going to reset the cooldown of his skill 3. This can only be activated once every 6 turns when it's fully invested. After an ally attacks, if the target is inflicted with bleeds, he's going to gain 10 fighting spirit. After an ally attacks, when fighting spirit is full, consumes all fighting spirit to make the caster enraged for 2 turns. Okay. Alright. Hammer time! Alright. That's a name. Attacks the enemy with a hammer and inflicts bleeds for 2 turns. When the caster is enraged, ignores effect resistance. When it is the caster's turn, activates Rock Smash as an extra turn. Rock Smash attacks all enemies by slamming the ground, dispels 1 debuff from the caster. You know, here is the really, really, really sad thing about this. They don't even bother trying to hide this anymore. They even know that this is getting out of control when your official Discord mods post a post and say, look what I found, more ignore ER. In total, we're up to 43 units that ignore ER outright. When is this gonna stop? Why do we have 15% anyway? I don't get it anymore. They're just completely... it's ignore FRES is it's overtaking the game and it's stupid. And anybody who thinks so is literally retarded. I'm sorry. This cannot keep going on in this game. Pick one or the other. You're either going to stick by your old mentality of 15% is here to save the game, or you just remove that and just let debuffs do their thing with a percentage. So yeah, ignore ER needs to go. All right, let's check out his artifact. New artifact, Tyrant's Descent. At max, when attacking, increases damage dealt by 12%, with an additional 3% for each debuff inflicted on the enemy, up to a maximum of 24%. Garbage. You're gonna have a new side story that'll be available from 10/19 to 2 weeks. Or no, actually, it's going straight to the chapter 5 to 8 Dusty Dirt Road and you'll be able to play it. Yeah. So how to play, it says Awoken Vampire Lord is Kane's side story. Clear the side story stages, obtain the currency that can be exchanged. Again, I don't like this system. This is a horrible system. It needs to go back to the old one where this just gets promoted out for everybody. It doesn't matter where you are in the game, just allows you to get in and start farming currencies. I've hated this change since they've done it. I always feel like the new unit should always go out instantly for everybody, and that's it. But yeah, you'll be able to earn his currency. He'll be the lead hero. The enhanced hero will be Abigail, as always. But I mean, if you're here, you're able to clear hell at this point. Let's be real. If you're clearing episode 5 at this point, I don't even need to say this anymore. You will be clearing hell mode. So yeah, you know, just beat what you beat. Clear your Molagora stages, your Goblin's Den. Make sure you buy out your stuff. I mean, honestly, let's be real. If you're at this point, you should probably know this. But it's old habits die hard, because, you know, new players used to have access to this, which was great. You know, like, get out of, you know, beating, you know, the main story up to, like, episode maybe 1, getting into 2, and they're like, hey, I need resources, and this was a great place for them to come instantly, you know, and it wasn't spending a currency and stuff like that. But outside that, the system's great. I just think the new unit needs to pop out into that side story. Kane's Descent will be, Kane and Tyrant's Descent will be available from 9/19 to 11/2, and then Cecilia and Rise of Monarch will be on the rate up through 10/19 to 10/26. So we have a pretty PvE day for you guys. Cool. Just so happens to be they're running 2 very important fire units for their new game mode. It's almost like this was planned, guys. So yeah, save your bookmarks, farm normal hunts, and don't worry about this for now. Worry about getting that later on in the, later on. Yeah, you just get to that stuff later on down the road. You don't need Rift right now. So, that's gonna be it for today. Let's see what they come up with next week. It's going to be interesting. I know we're going to get to see Eufiend's kit, but I know it has Ignore ER in it. That's as much as I know. So, you guys take care. If you do have any questions about whatever, hit me up in the comments below. I'll be happy to help you guys out. And I'll see you in the next one.